Hello everyone, Cicero here. Welcome back to another video. Sorry I have not made another video recently. My voice has recently healed up enough for me to be able to talk well. So that is very lovely. So now I can make some videos. Although sometimes my voice will cut out a little bit because it's still healing a little bit. But today we're going to be doing another nerd shit video. If you're new, nerd shit is when I show off a bunch of stuff I've recently bought or rented recently that is nerd related. So let's get straight onto that. Also, sorry for the light glare over here. I am having issues with the other light that I use for so I had to use the one over here, which is a lot stronger than my other light. So hopefully I can actually fix my other light before the next video. But yeah, let's get on to this episode of Nerd Shit, shall we? Either way, guys, how have you guys been? I'd love to hear how your day went in the comments down below. Also, curious, what time is it for you right now? Is it nighttime or daytime? I love hearing that too. YouTube is a fun place because you get to meet people from other countries without even leaving your own country. It's fascinating, really. Either way, I have a lot of games to show you, so I guess I'll start with the 360 games. So, this is the first one I got, Rise of Nightmare. Now, it's a game for the Kinect, and I know I own a Kinect, which is, not the greatest. There's some decent games on it, but I have not played a lot of the Kinect games. Neither have I played a lot of the PlayStation Move games, but I've heard the PlayStation Move is actually a little bit better than the Kinect. The few Kinect games I've played are pretty bad. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to freaking grab this. Hold on, folks, sorry about this. Be right back. Hopefully stuff doesn't fall. That's never lovely when that happens. Just got right back. Next, just put that over there, the big honking system right there. But yeah, I'll probably play this. On video because I like horror games, but mostly when I play horror games, it's me screaming a bunch of obscenities because jump scares are not my friends. Now, I think that horror games are actually scarier than horror movies. Like, sure, some horror games have a lot of cliches, like the music picks up, or you're in a big open room and you know there's going to be a jump scare. But horror games, you're taking control of the character. And I think that gives a better experience than a horror movie. Now, I am a horror movie fanatic. I have watched a lot of horror movies. There hasn't been a good horror movie this year. Although, really want to see the new Scream, because that would be awesome. But I think horror games are better than horror movies. And this would be interesting to play because it's a Kinect game. Haven't heard anyone talk about this game. Looks pretty good. I hope it's scary because that's the whole point of a horror game, a horror movie, to get scared. Hopefully it's not cliche, because cliche stuff is not really that scary anymore. Either way, let's stop blabbing and get on to the next game, shall we? Actually, I don't actually have the controller for this, but I ended up getting this buzzer type game because I wanted to get some 2-player games. Actually need to grab the controller from the shop because I completely forgot to grab this. Yeah, this comes with a buzzer controller, so need to grab that. It's not that interesting of a game, but it's a bunch of test questions. I like to test my knowledge. I know a fair bit of very random information that rarely ever becomes useful, but sometimes it does. For example, blood is actually actually comes from the blood. Oh, bloody hell! I am tired. Apologies. Urine actually comes from the blood, and it's actually filtrated blood, which is actually really interesting. If you want to learn more, I would recommend looking up a video on it, because it's actually really interesting information. Love medical topics. Medical stuff is honestly gross and fascinating at the same time, especially if you look really deep into it, because the body is a very fascinating subject. Also, just want to share, I got like all 3 Burger King games on the 360. Why, you ask? Well, why the heck not? But yeah, got Big Burger Pen right here. Look at the king. He's one creepy motherfucker. This game isn't creepy in particular. If you haven't seen any of this game, I'd actually recommend Gerard the Completionist video on it, because it's actually pretty funny. But yeah, I literally have all 3. I have Pocket Bike Racer. You know, some people actually may not know that there was a Burger King. There was a bunch of Burger King games made for the 360. I know a lot of people know them as memes because, you know, they're not the greatest of games, but, you know, maybe I do a playthrough on it, even though it looks like torture. But who doesn't like a little bit of torture sometimes? I also got Halo 4, but unfortunately, at least on the 360, a lot of the online aspects are probably going to be shut down. Although, just like PS1, the people keeping the PS3 servers on, I can see a third party keeping the servers operational to get some of the achievements, or to just play online, you know. I find it good when communities keep these games alive, or simply just have access to play them. You know, such as Blue Maximus and him keeping all the Flash games alive, PS1, one keeping the PS3 servers online. It's a noble goal, and I think gaming as a whole should be remembered. And there's a lot of stuff in gaming that could disappear if we're not careful. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff within gaming that could be lost if we don't keep a lot of stuff in good condition. Might that be plug-and plays, physical games, because there's a lot of games that never get a re-release on newer consoles, that these games would be forgotten if they weren't, good or not. Because there's a lot of games that fly under the radar for a lot of systems. I mean, look at the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So many RPGs that never got re-released for any other systems. That they just stayed on the PS3. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't know if, PS3 Plus brought any of those up. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of games that should be released. Personally, I think a lot of the RPGs on the PS3 should be released on current hardware, because there's a lot of good ones. White Knight Chronicles is a good one, which, damn, I gotta continue my series on that now that I remind myself, basically. Either way, let's get on to the games. So I got a bunch of games here, which I hope these don't require second discs, because that's going to be awkward, and I'll probably return them if they require multiple discs, because, can't do all of the game. The Xbox 360, came out around the the exact same time as the PS3, but some games require like 3-4 discs, because it kind of makes the PS3 better, just saying. Gaming is gaming, but the PS3 is marginally better than the Xbox 360. Although the Xbox 360 has good games, the PS3 runs better and crashes less. That's at least my opinion, of course. Feel free to roast me in the comments about my own opinion, because this is the internet and I do expect it. So anyway, we got Time Shift. Hopefully you can see that. We have Kane and Lynch 2. Never played the first one, but I picked it up at a decent price. I have 2 Human. Never heard of it, but it looked pretty interesting. Dead or Alive 4. Never played any of the other Dead or Alive series, so don't know why I got 4, but you know, why the heck not? And Lost Planet. No, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of grabbing just discs, because I do prefer to collect the cases. But if it's a game I want to play, I'll give it a chance, and if I don't like it, I can always just bring it back to the shop again. Or if I like it, I'll just order the case and everything for it. Either way, sorry for blammering, folks, but you know, trying to make this video entertaining. I also bought a brand new Xbox 360 controller because I got a bunch of 2-player games that I want to play with my girlfriend and friends. I mean, most likely my girlfriend, because none of my friends are busy. None of my friends are free anymore. Lovely. So, let's go on to these. These are pretty cool. These were actually in the shop for a bit. They're actually meant for Pokemon packs, but I'm going to use them to store my Pokemon cards, because I think they'd be a lot cooler than just having them in sleeves. I also have this one right here. It's also pretty cool. Well, let's just go through the other stuff as well. Here's the Skylanders portion, because you know I've probably spent like $1,000 on Skylanders and overall. I got a couple giants. I got Crusher here, and I believe his name is Bouncer. You know, gotta collect the giants, because you know, haven't played much of Skylanders Giants. I don't even think I've ever beat Giants, to be fair. The only games in Skylanders I've played is Spyro Adventure, Giants, and I played a little bit of Swap Force. But besides that, I really haven't played any of the other games. I think his name is Stinger. It is something like that. Stinger, Swarm, whatever. Velsinger. I'm just gonna call him Buzzy Boy, because I don't remember his name. I've not played a bunch of Giants. Although I've watched a lot of Skylanders YouTubers, so you think I would remember them, but apparently not. I also got this, was actually for the starter pack for Disney Infinity. Just decided to pick it up, because I was like, you know, why the heck not? It's literally just a little thing that goes over the Disney Infinity portal. So there's that. What else do we have? Oh, we got the PS3 games over here. Watch it. Let me show you the Wii game first. Currently renting this. No idea about this game. It just looks pretty. Kind of reminds me of a bootleg Subnautica on the Wii. But, you know, could be interesting, could not be. I also got a couple of movies. I got this Green Lantern movie, Green Lantern First Lights. Never watched any of the Green Lantern animated series. Well, animated movies. Didn't know the Green Lantern had animated movies, to be fair. Because the Green Lantern movies are not the greatest. Some of them are okay, but like some of them are like kind of meh. It was around the time they came out around the time where some superhero movies were kind of meh. Also got Bionicle 2, Bionicle 3. I used to watch Bionicle all the time when I was a kid. So decided to pick them up. Even if they're just put on a shelf, I just think they're cool. I used to collect the shit out of Bionicles. I wish I had my Bionicles. But yeah, they're fairly expensive now, so I probably would have sold them. But yeah, some of the original ones are fairly pricey, even out of the box. So it's unfortunate that I don't have them. Also, I just missed... I was going to keep him in box, but unfortunately the box decided to fall apart. I have a Crystal Drill Sergeant, along with his card too. And it is unfortunate that I lost, that the box decided to implode on himself. But yeah, another variant to add to the collection. It's gonna take up a lot of room, like all of my other Skylanders. Uh, Honestly, I keep telling myself, why do I need to buy the variants? But then I find them at a really good price, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good price. Might as well pick them up. Yeah, and then I end up with no space on top of my dresser and half of my shelf filled up with Skylanders. I probably have like 100, and I believe I may actually have like 130 Skylanders now, but mainly a lot of them are special variants, and so there's that. Also, I have a couple Atari games because I recently started collecting for the Atari. I have Popeye because you can't go wrong with Popeye the Sailor Man. Kids, remember to eat your spinach or green vegetables if you happen to be allergic to spinach. Also have Dig Dug because you can't really have an Atari without Dig Dug. Well, you also can't really have an Atari without Space Invaders. Never played any of these games. Mainly the older systems I play in my own time because I have an old TV that's kind of a pain to record on. Some people like scan lines. I don't really think they're appealing for videos because depending on the game, it can look pretty bad. Oh, I also have this for an upcoming video. I got Darkrai, right? One of my favorite Pokemon. Darkrai is actually my favorite mythical Pokemon. Come on, but yeah, I'm gonna open up this in a new video. Oh, and before I forget, let's freaking show off this boy. Yeah, I got an original Xbox. Where am I gonna put this? I don't know, but I can also use this in like a workout because this is actually fairly heavy. I actually say that this may be more heavy than my PS4, and my PS4 is pretty heavy. But yeah, I could probably use this for curls and shit. Cause this is, not gonna lie, pretty heavy. You know what? Maybe I should do a freaking lifting consoles workout video. I think that would be a good idea. That would be a funny idea. I'm gonna freaking write that one down on my whiteboard. That sounds fun. I also got this cool little Batman car. You know why? No, why not? That's always my question. Why not buy this stuff? Do I have a lot of room for this stuff? No, I don't. But will I? Hopefully. I have to organize a bunch of stuff to make stuff look nice before I do a room tour. Because, let's just say if I did a room tour now, there'd be a lot of people roasting me. I've been really lazy, but I've also been sick with COVID for like 3 weeks. So I got cleared to go back to work. So Saturday and Sunday I went back to work. It was very fun. Love talking to all the vendors, and if any of the vendors happen to see this video, hey, you're all awesome. I appreciate the discounts you give to me. You're good to me, because, you know, I'm technically a vendor, because I help the vendors. But if you happen to see this video, you're all awesome, and I appreciate you. Also, if my bosses are watching, hi bosses. Pat and Al, you're pretty cool. God, that's cringy. Either way, let's get back onto the videos, shall we? Well, showing off the games, I suppose. So I got some more PS3 games because I can never have enough of those. No, so I guess let's start off with the Just Disc games. So I got Shoot because why not? Shoot your shot. Remember, folks, shoot your shot. I think I'm gonna do a TikTok and making a joke about that. That'd be funny. Also, I have Grand Theft Auto Liberty City. Which, why the heck not? Grand Theft Auto games are cool. And I have Mafia 2, even though I literally have the whole collection on PS4. But, you know, the games actually look different on PS4. They look look old, but it's actually pretty fun testing the difference, and actually maybe an entirely different series if I actually did one game, a Mafia game on the PS4, and did the older games, because maybe different in mechanics, and I know the cops act differently in the games, so there's that. Either way, no, I have Batman Arkham City. Believe it or not, I've actually never, I don't think I've ever beaten Arkham City, because I've never actually had it. I've always played it at my friend Nick's house. So I've never actually played the game myself. But it is, on the few times I have played it, it is a very good game. Another Batman game I picked up was Batman Arkham Origins, which some people say it's good, some people say it's not. Really up to the opinions. I've never played this game, nor do I think I've ever watched anyone else play the game, like on a Let's Play or something. Ooh, hold on, folks. Need to take a sip of water, because I'm starting to lose my voice again. Lovely. Gotta do that, because why the bloody heck not? Let's get on to the next game. Fuse. Don't know a bloody thing about this game, but I like shooters, and as long as if it's a decent shooter, then it's fine in my opinion. So this is another game I'm renting, because we got like a bajillion copies of this game at the shop. Because I normally rent out like one of the bajillion rentals we have, because why not? Also, this is like a kinda decent looking sports game for PlayStation Move. I don't know if Wii Sports came out before Sports Champions, but again, don't know if it's your game. Maybe for shits and giggles, I'll freaking boot up the PlayStation Move and do a video on it. Why the heck not? Anything else I can show you guys? Have I forgotten anything? Oh, I actually found this recently. I actually found my concealed Tanto, which is honestly it's a small little knife, but it's pretty cool. I may actually use this as my my card opening knife, because dude, it's a bloody Tanto. What? Can you get a better card opening knife? Honestly, somebody in the comments, you could use a box cutter. Well, what's cooler, a box cutter or a freaking Tanto knife? I'm pretty sure the Tanto knife wins. Also, a box cutter can't do this. That noise is very satisfying. Either way, folks, that's the end of today's Nerd Talk. Nerd Talk. Well, actually, Nerd Talk is fine. Today's Nerd Shit episode. That's what I meant to say. Either way, guys, I do hope you enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, always consider subscribing and liking the video, because it helps me be pushed out in the algorithm. Also, if you want, check out my other videos. I make a lot of different content, so if you don't like this type of content, I also do card openings and gaming related content. So I do hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you all again next time, folks. This has been Cicero, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on where you live. Laters, y'all, and I'll see you all again next time. Laters.